Basically, if Apple decided to make an external portable monitor, I think this would pretty much be it. If you're looking to buy a portable monitor, then the best one that I reviewed to date has been the Sotsu FlipAction Go 14, which I've got here. But Sotsu also do a touch version of this. And there's a few other things that are different, which means you might want to check out first which are the pros and cons of each before you decide to go ahead and buy one. So let's check them both out. Now, Sotsu did send me both of these to review, but they're not paying for or sponsoring this video, so you will as always get my honest opinion. So you'll see that both of these have the same stand setup at the back. So you can move this one out and you can set it down like that, which is really cool, but it also pivots, so you can have it in a portrait mode as well, just like this. This one does exactly the same, so you can have this one in portrait as well. The difference really comes on the front. Because this is a touchscreen version that I've got over here, the bezels around the outside of this are seamless, are identical. They're thin, that's the word I was looking for. So the bezels around the outside of this are thin and they're the same all the way around. If I compare that against the non-touch version here, you've got thin bezels around three sides and then you've got this thick chin at the bottom. Basically, if Apple decided to make an external portable monitor, I think this would pretty much be it. It's a solid aluminium piece all the way across here, all the way around the outside. You can pivot this around so that the stand goes completely flat like that. Now that is how thin the monitor is. Then you can go and take the stand, which is this here. You can fold that flat, and then this just magnetically attaches to that. So now you've got your stand and your monitor flat packed like that. You then take the neoprene case that it comes with, which is what I've got here, and you literally just slide that into the neoprene case. Then you can take the cable that it comes with, you can roll that up, shove that in the top of the bag, and now you've got your portable monitor and stand and cable all in this tidy little neoprene case. The other non-touch one does exactly the same. It also has a neoprene case and that also folds up flat as well. So if you had the non-touch one, you can fold that flat, fold the stand down flat, take that, attaches exactly the same. So physically they're very much the same with just thinner bezels on the touch version. They both have the same size screen, 14 inches. They are both 1920 by 1080, so full HD screens on both of them. They both have 100% RGB color gamut, and surprisingly though, the touch version consumes slightly less power, 4 watts compared to the 5 watts of the non-touch. And actually the touch one is slightly lighter as well, 675 grams compared to 700. The touch one also has a better contrast ratio of 1500 to 1 versus 1200 to 1. Although honestly, when most people are going to be seeing the monitors side by side, you're not really going to notice the difference. It's brighter than a Mac screen. And this is a 15-inch screen for comparison purposes, so if you had a 13-inch MacBook, it would easily fit under here, and this is a 14-inch screen. The connection points as well are exactly the same as well. So you've got one USB-C port here, so I'll just show you over there. Now that allows you to do the power in, and then you've got the 2 on the outside for output, so you've got a USB-C, and you've got a mini HDMI as well. Now you don't have to use that power in here if you don't want to. It can just draw power from whatever laptop it's connected to, or you can have the mains plugged into this and then it will then plug into the laptop. So lots of connection options there for you to choose from. The touch version of this does come with the base stand. So this just magnetically attaches to the monitor and snaps in like that. So the same stand is also compatible with the non-touch version, and that snaps in like that. You can have that at any angle that you want to, plus you can actually change it to either being portrait like we've got here, then you've got landscape, then you've got a higher portrait, and then you've got the landscape right at the top as well. So you've got 4 different positions that you can put this in. You can then put this straight underneath, and now you've got that sort of ideal format. If I go and get the USB-C cable, which is what comes with it, you can just plug that straight into your Mac or your laptop, plug that straight into here, and then that just sits like that. One thing I was worried about though was how much the touchscreen was going to reflect light, because touchscreens in general reflect a lot more light than their non-touch equivalents. That's just the way touchscreens kind of work. However, when I put them side by side, Yes, there was a difference, and yes, I did think that the Touch reflected more light, but there wasn't as big a difference as I thought there was going to be. And because both of these monitors can go super bright, you also don't notice it that much either. So it wasn't the massive concern I thought it was going to be, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. And the touch capabilities on this monitor work really well when you plug it into a Windows device or a Chromebook or basically anything that's not Mac. If you plug this into, say, like a Chromebook, or you plug it into a Windows PC or a laptop or something like that, then it works perfectly. You can do pinch and zoom and everything else. I had both of these plugged into a Chromebook and basically had 3 monitors essentially running on a Chromebook with absolutely no issue whatsoever. Because it's not an official Apple product, not an Apple ecosystem, then as far as touch capabilities go, well, it kind of has it. So you can see that I can go and touch on new tabs. I can go and create new tabs. So some of the touch controls are actually feeding through into this. But then if I go to a page and I want to scroll, well, I can scroll as long as the cursor is on the monitor screen and I'm using the scroll bar up here. But if I want to use any of the other sort of touch features that you typically get, like pinch and zoom and stuff like that, it doesn't work. So you kind of get half the touch sensitivity and you get full touch sensitivity or full touch functionality on non-Mac machines. They do come in slightly different colors. So the non-touch version comes in a moonlight, a metallic gray, and a black and a silver, whereas the touch version only comes in a metallic gray, also a lilac too. So if you are looking at getting a portable external monitor, then should you get either of these? Well, I think if you're looking for a touchscreen and you have a Windows PC or a Chromebook or basically not an Apple device, then at $399, including the stand, then the Sotsu FlipAction Touch 14 is definitely worth looking at. However, if you want to save some money, or you don't want a touchscreen, or you've got a Mac and you still want an external monitor, then the non-touch version is worth looking at, and it's probably the one to go for because that also saves you some money and it's only $269. Although do bear in mind that that price doesn't include the stand, because the touch comes with the stand by default. With the non-touch you have to buy it on top, and the stand on top is an extra $69, and really I think it's the stand that kind of makes the whole bundle just more usable. So that then takes the total price to $338. Either way, I will leave purchase links to both in the description down below so you can check both of these out, and I'll put a discount code down there so you can get a bit of money off if you decide to buy one. If you do want to check out some other options though, then be sure to check on the link up here somewhere. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and share it. Consider subscribing if you're not. And as always, see you in the next one.